players kind of clips or highlights from the Villa game earlier in the season and in the lead up to this tomorrow?
Sorry, what? If I show them some highlights
yeah.
from our Aston Villa game, the 7-2?
Yeah.
Definitely not.
What's the reason behind that? Apart from the obvious, is it that you don't want them to go watch it again?
We watched these goals again after the game. We spoke why the things happened that night. Since then, everything changed. Everything. So it makes no sense to go back and talk about these things. They are normal football things. So it doesn't help to watch the goals again. If it would help, I would be the first who shows them, but that wouldn't help. So we have to think about different things. Sometimes you have to show bad things to make the boys or people in general remember some things. I don't think I did that very often in my life, but it might be right sometimes. But I'm 100% sure this time it's not right, and I hope nobody would do it to you. If you have your worst performance for a long time, and half a year later somebody comes around the corner in a similar situation, by the way, don't do that again. So I hope nobody is doing that to you.
Dom King, then Paul Joyce and Dave Maddock in that order. Dom.
Yeah, again, can I just go back on Naby? You know, when you take a player off in those circumstances, so close to half time and whatnot, you sometimes feel the need to get them back in the team as quickly as possible to show it's not a confidence thing for them, to show there's nothing there, that you give them a chance to prove themselves again quite quickly.
I spoke to him, so that's all set. For who we will line up tomorrow. That's nothing to do with that. And yes, maybe it's right or not. If it's possible, we will see. But that's it pretty much. So I spoke to Naby.
Okay.
Thanks, Dom. Thank you. Paul, next.
Jürgen, do you have any concerns about Sadio's form at the moment? Do you think he's maybe the schedule that he's had probably for 2-3 years, is that catching up with him at all, or are you happy with what he's doing? What's your general view?
We all know how good SADIO MANÉ is, what a player he is, and what he did for us. But obviously the numbers scoring-wise now are obviously not great in the moment. He knows that, and that's always for a player. And a player with the mindset of SADIO, he wants to do it extremely well then in his moments. And yeah, that's a situation. The situation he's in, and each striker in the world knows these kind of situations. But I'm not concerned, but I see it as well. So that's clear. We work on it. That's the only thing. That's the only answer I can give. The schedule of the last 3 years was for a lot of players in world football a tough one. For him as well, that's true. But I don't think that's the reason. There's no physical problem for SADIO, not a real one. We all need breaks from time to time. That's clear. But it's not a general problem or whatever. It's just a situation. If you don't score for a while, then strikers start thinking, and there's a moment when you start thinking exactly the right things again, and then it will be fine again. And we have to make sure that this time is not too far away.
Thank you very much. Final question, Dave Maddock in the Mirror.
Jürgen, just you said yourself that obviously it's a big week, and you don't have opportunity without pressure. There is an extra pressure, if you like, because obviously you've got 2 huge games at Anfield, and the results at Anfield haven't been great. So first of all, like, have you identified any reasons why, or is there anything you have seen to explain the form at home? And also, like, what are you doing to work on that? And because obviously you need 2 wins at home now.
Yeah, and a win at Leeds then as well. So, which is the next one coming up, I think. Yeah, but one of the main reasons is there's no crowd in. That's no doubt about that. But that's the problem have a lot of teams. So, and apart from that, it was the reason why we didn't win home games. But we didn't play well enough. Not in all of them. There were some home games when we lost, where I thought in other times, even without crowd, we would or we should have won this game for sure, but we didn't. That's true. And now we have a losing streak of what, 4 games? 4 home games?
No, six.
6 home games in a row.
Yeah, 6.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Even that. So that's long. So yes, we have to change that. But it's not how can I change that in training or whatever. We have to bring ourselves in the right mindset. We have we decided, and I know it didn't look like in the Madrid game, but before that already, for the other games when we won now 3 games in a row, stuff like this, decided we chase everybody in this league. So is he ahead of us, is he behind us, whatever, who cares? We want to squeeze out of this season whatever we can get. So and there was the game 3 days ago was not a good thing to do, but it happened. But now we have the chance to do it better, and that's exactly what we have to do tomorrow. And yeah, how is that? That's how it is. Long time. Nobody could really explain why we are so strong at home, at least result-wise. Now this is not easy to explain, but the main reason why we are not exactly the same, or we're not exactly the same, is we miss our supporters. That's how it is. But not to change. So we played very good games without supporters at home, and that's what we have to do now.